Hello, everyone. It's Alexis with Create Your Future, and I'm back today with another video, you guys, and another success story of one of my clients who focused on her self-concept, self-acceptance, and changing her inner concept of self, and that was reflected back to her in her SP and her reality. Before I get started and go into all the juicy details, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, and please hit the bell icon in the box below, and you get notified every time we post new videos, which is daily, which is awesome. All right, so first of all, the background about this client. Now, I'm actually going to read the full success story today because it's full of just so many cute and juicy details that really apply to us all. But before she began coaching, she was really aware that she had a lot of negative ideas, negative beliefs, and negative thoughts about three things: herself, relationships, and then love in general, and who she really thought that she was in the whole love thing, which I think is something that a lot of our subscribers and listeners and clients can, really agree with, and that it's kind of a common thing. So I'm also going to go into today about what assumptions are and what are beliefs, and then how do they create your thoughts, and then how do we rewind it and change it all, which is super cool. All right, so like I said, this client just had a not so perfect self-concept. She had just kind of an average self-concept. She thought that relationships meant something that were difficult, love was difficult, she wasn't going to find the right person, she was the wrong age, all these things going on. And then months later, she wrote this in. All right, so dear Alexis, I feel like I've been writing this email for months. The content is always changing with the twists and turns of my life, but always portraying the same feelings of love and excitement for what I've successfully manifested into my reality. So cool and so cute. All right, so when I settled into my new life in the UK, my thoughts had turned to my love life. I have always struggled with relationships and was finding it difficult to take the plunge and start looking for someone. I hated online dating and the apps that go along with all that. Felt like I just wasn't destined to meet someone that way. I wanted to bring someone into my life who was new and exciting, and I wanted them to be the perfect person. And then she goes in to talk about her age. I'm not going to reveal that now just because it feels like a little bit too personal. All right, so this is cute. Enter the incredible, effervescent, beautiful Alexis. Now, I know that you're going to be watching this out there, dear client, and thank you so much. It's so sweet of you. I just gushed when I read this. During our first session, I remember feeling incredibly starstruck, in parentheses, LOL, and even said, oh my God, I can't believe it's really you, more LOLs. And that's in regards to me, which you guys, I just never get used to. It's still very funny and so cute, so sweet. Such a compliment, okay? We discussed for a while my journey and how I had come to find manifesting, and we soon got into the subject of relationships. Right from the get-go, I realized that one of my biggest blocks was that I couldn't even say, I want a boyfriend, she puts in quotations out loud, to a person who I had booked an appointment with to help me find a boyfriend, exclamation point, okay? By the end of the first session, I realized that my first challenge was to admit to myself that I wanted a boyfriend and truly believe I was going to find one. As the months and sessions went by, I had actually ended up meeting my SP, who was perfect for me at work, and was working on manifesting him into my life. It went well, and I managed to bring him closer and closer to me each day. In the past, I have always had real problems with getting attached too quickly and having my heart shattered before a relationship had even begun. Alexis has helped me to stay calm, cool, collected, and to realize that I am the prize. I am the end game, and I am the one in control, and I genuinely believe it. At present, my SP has bought me little gifts, makes me coffee, checks in on me when I'm feeling a little down, and has even made up little nicknames for me. How cute is that? And she's in the phase of, like recreating him a little bit, and things are getting hot and steamy and super juicy. And I'll fill you guys in on another thing that happened also. But this success story was a little bit while ago, because I'm a little bit backlogged with so many success stories because the mental diet really works. All right. So as I mentioned before, in the past, I've always been a little anxious in relationships and have noticed small changes in mood or behavior, which has set me into a panic. Not anymore. Really important there. Now I just tell myself that everything he does is because he's so in love with me and he finds it hard to know how to act. I tell myself that he can't concentrate when he knows I'm near, and he finds it so hard to look me in the eye because he fancies me so much. And honestly, since I started using these thoughts, it has completely transformed our relationship. I don't get nervous. I don't worry. I feel so unbelievably powerful. I just know he must see the confidence oozing from me. Yes. I just don't worry about when it will happen anymore. I am having so much fun with it, and it feels so great to be so in control of my life. So important, you guys. Furthermore, it's not just my romantic life that has transformed. I have been using manifestation in every other part of my life. I am a teacher and I love my job, but it's hard and requires a lot of physical and emotional energy. It can be hard to stay resilient and to not feel like you're doing a bad job. In the past, good days can turn to bad days in seconds. Not anymore. I started off by just telling myself every day that I'm good at my job. I'd wake up every day and just say in the mirror, I'm good at being a teacher. And that led to, I'm told every day that I'm a good teacher. And I am. And the response to this has been completely overwhelming. I'm absolutely adored at work by colleagues, pupils, and parents. And I am constantly inundated with praise, cards, and gifts. And in parentheses, lots of cake, wow, from happy families. I am looking into manifesting a promotion soon, but right now I am just enjoying the fun and feeling like I'm having a huge impact on the little people in my life, because she's a teacher for the little ones too. It's so cute, so sweet. I've always liked my job, but now it feels like a calling, and I love getting out of my bed in the morning to see my class. Gosh, it just makes me a little bit emotional over here. I hadn't planned on that. Overall, I am just having the best time with manifesting. Traffic is never bad for me. Traffic lights always turn green within 5 seconds of me stopping at them. The photocopy room is always clear. The queues at the supermarket are never too long. The petrol station is never busy. I always find the things I lose. I always hear from people I love. My relationships are better than ever, and it all boils down to the belief that everything I want is already mine because it wants me to. I feel so grateful to Alexis and the YouTube channel. I watch the videos every night before I go to bed so I can remind myself of the incredible things that people all over the world are manifesting for themselves every day. I was manifesting before, but now I feel like I am manifesting on steroids, and it feels so bloody good. You can guess what country she's in from some of these words. It's not the way that I talk. It's so cute. I wish I talked this way. If you have been wondering for a while if you should take the plunge and book a session, then consider this a sign you've manifested into your life. Wow, I forgot she wrote this because this was a little bit ago. I promise you won't regret it. It has been the best decision I have ever made. Thank you so much, Alexis, and all the team at Create Your Future. You have changed my life. So I'm getting a little emotional. This keeps on happening during videos. And, you know, I've also been working on being more in my feelings myself. So just so funny that it's happening while I'm on camera and I'm not going to redo the video. Okay, you guys. So that client, wow. Are we just all blown away by her success and her success story? I just had a session with her yesterday, and we went through some of the other amazing things that have happened since she wrote that in. And what she also said yesterday that was so key that I think that we can all really learn from is this. After years of not feeling accepted, all she had to do was accept herself and be herself. Wow, so cool, right? So another thing that had happened too that kind of catapulted us into this whole talk of self-acceptance is that she had a situation at work that happened, and her SP was involved. And for the first time, she was so in herself, and she was so with herself in the moment, because she had been working diligently on accepting herself, just being really okay with who she was. And she was able to speak up for herself in a work situation with her colleagues that was really inappropriate. And she's just a champ. Like, she turned it around. The SP was on her side. She has been hearing positive reinforcement from all the people in her life, and she's just showered with love and attention. So, I mean, what more can you want than that? Full acceptance, SP coming towards you. Life is full of love. Every light that you come across turns green. I mean, the story goes on and on. I think I might have to reread the success story, because I read it when she first sent it and I forgot a lot of those things that she had said too. So interesting. So just like all of my clients, what she did is she worked on new thoughts to create new assumptions and new beliefs. And in the law of attraction community, we talk a lot about assumptions, right? So we know that we're doing a mental diet. We're focusing on a strict mental diet. We're focused on thinking new, beautiful thoughts to create new feelings and to change your assumptions. But I did a video with Uli where we also talked about assumptions and beliefs. And I'm going to talk about this today because I just think it's to go a little bit deeper about what are our assumptions and then what are beliefs, right? So let's say again, so in law of attraction, we say assumptions. In integrative psychology, and we talk about the brain, it's beliefs, because we know that your beliefs are assumptions, which are the same thing, by the way. Your beliefs and assumptions create your thoughts, and then your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings create your behavior, or reactions, and your behavior creates your reality. I'm just going to plug my computer in just in case here. Thank you. So now that we know that, so just to say it one more time to let it sink in, because repetition for this kind of thing is key. Your assumptions and your beliefs at the unconscious level and the conscious level are the same thing. And your assumptions and your beliefs create your thoughts. Your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings create your behavior. Your behavior has you take action, and it creates who you are in your reality and your environment. So through the mental diet and through attention setting and through changing your feelings and changing who you are at that deep level, you're changing your beliefs of self. So you have a new thought, you have a new feeling, have a new behavior, get where I'm going with this, and then you have a new reality. So that's another way to look at it, because what you don't want to start doing is forcing an assumption. Right? You don't want to like jump the gun here and then start pretending and just focusing on like, oh yeah, I assume that now. Oh yeah, like I have that belief now, right? You could play around with that, but what you want to do more is think that the persistent thought over and over again is what creates the new belief or the new assumption. So let's use a lack of self-acceptance as an example, because a lack of believing that you're not accepted or a lack of accepting of your true self would manifest in that you would be creating rejection vis-a-vis other people in your reality. You would assume that things mean rejection because you would have the belief of not having self-acceptance that leads to self-rejection, and then that would continue to perpetuate itself. So let's pretend that if you're that person, you work on that one affirmation, that one new thought, that one intention of one of two ways. I am accepted. I am accepted. I am accepted. Everyone accepts me. My reality shows me acceptance. Let's just say that that's one way of doing it. Or you start saying same thing. I am allowing myself to be accepted. I am allowing myself to feel fully accepted. I am allowing myself to embrace acceptance. Wow, it's just so cool. Everywhere I go, self-acceptance is within me and around me. Okay? So what you would be doing in both instances, whatever way you choose, either direct thinking or inferential indirect thinking with your intentions, you would be reprogramming that belief and that assumption so that now you're working on creating the new belief, working on creating the new assumption of self-acceptance, self-value, self-worth, and self-like. Because think that they're kind of grouped together in the mind. You have different pockets of different thoughts that create beliefs and create assumptions. But like another way to look at it too is that a deep assumption or a deep belief is just a thought that you've thought a lot of the time. So now we're tricking and we're reverse engineering the whole process by thinking a new thought on purpose so that you create a new assumption, you create a new belief. And then soon enough, you wake up in the morning, because we do see really rapid results when you stick on the mental diet and you persist in the new thoughts, the new story, and new thinking. You wake up in the morning and you think, oh, wow, like this is so great. Life's so great. Like I'm having a great time. I'm feeling so good. That would be how you would be thinking if you have self-acceptance and you're not coming from the feeling and the vibration and the energy of self-rejection and self-dislike. And we're in that kind of mode. Do you see where I'm going with this? So that's what this client did. Like, man, she really stuck to it. We created intentions and she thought new thoughts about things so diligently, and she didn't question the process. And I've said this in other videos, and I'm going to say it again. She didn't question if this was real. Okay. So if you're out there, and I get it, you guys, like if you haven't experienced the change in your mental diet or the change in that your inner world creates your outer world, if you don't have enough evidence that you create your reality, then I really suggest that you work on that first. Because if you don't have that belief or that assumption, again, going back to that, then it's going to be really difficult for you to have the momentum and the self-assuredness and also the conviction to stay on your mental diet, because then why would you, right? But in any event, she knew she wanted to change, and that was enough for her to stay on the new thoughts, to create the new assumption, to create the new belief, and create the new self. So now it's like nothing can keep her, nothing can like get in the way. Traffic lights, people. In our last session, she had bought, she had bought a Nintendo Switch, which is super cool. So fun, video games. I might have to get one. She's gotten a necklace because she loves space. And someone gave her a little spaceman necklace and she can't even figure out who gave it to her. She's been spending money on fun things like fun pink water bottles because now she's also lost weight and she's carrying around this huge water bottle, which is super cool. So she's really just naturally investing in herself. She's putting herself first, and she's gotten to such a deep level of that assumption of self-acceptance. And now she's walking around with the belief of self-acceptance that no matter what shows up in her reality, it's not like everything is, you know, unicorns, rainbows, and roses. Things are happening, right? Like this incident happened at work, but now she approached the situation with an entirely different reaction. She was actually responsive. She wasn't reactive, which we always encourage everyone to do. And she just keeps going. Like she's just going through and learning the lessons, and things are changing and everything is working out for her. And even when things don't look like they're working out for her, she knows that they're working out for her, and then they end up working out for her, funnily enough, right? Okay, so just some key points there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to go over in this video. And that the last thing is about persistence. So just a reminder to everyone, because I've been getting a lot of questions about this recently, is that you remember here that you're persisting in new thoughts. You're persisting in a new story. You're persisting in a whole new viewpoint on whatever you're working on, whether it be the SP, if it's money, if it's your self-concept. You're persisting in that new version of that new thing because you're working on diligently changing the assumption, changing the belief, so that again, you have a new assumption, a new belief, you then have a new thought, and then you have a new feeling, you have a new behavior, and then you push that out into your reality. And it is pretty simple when you think about it like that, but we also can tend to overcomplicate and overanalyze things to the point that we kind of make it so it doesn't make sense to us. So just wanted to go over those basics today for reminders about why you're staying on your mental diet, why persistence is key, and then why it's really, really important for you to think the new thoughts, to catch the new thoughts, stay on the story, stay on your intentions for you to get what you want. Because just like this client, you can. She's just like you. She's just like me. Like I said in my last video, we're all just energetic beings. None of us is more important than the other, and all of us can live the dream all at the same time. All right, you guys, so I hope that you found this video helpful and that you can have some more pointers into understanding about why we do the mental diet, how to stay on your right thoughts, right intentions, and then for you to have that dream life that I know that you deserve and that you desire. So the link for booking coaching with me is in the box below, and you can find the link there. And also, I created a course that's called How to Become a Master Manifester, which takes you through a lot of the science behind why we do what we do with manifesting, how your thoughts create, where your thoughts go when you're thinking and when you're creating, and then other pointers and things about staying on your mental diet and how to find out what kind of thinker you are, whether you're a direct thinker or an indirect thinker, so that you can do the right intentions for you, because this process is individual and it's really important that you understand your own mind and that you can implement accordingly. All right, you guys, so go out today, make today awesome. And one more time, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have an awesome day. Bye.